Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So now we are going to discuss about who should you pull for the upcoming banners. As a new player or older player, these are some of the characters that I suggest, but take this as just advice for you guys. But if you like any characters you want to play, just go for it. This is my personal opinion. So first of all, go for Phoebe. This is because Phoebe and Zani partners together, so those of the new players that want to pull the current best DPS that will be released, which is Zani, you need to get her because of the ability where she converts spectrophrasals. So if you use her in a conversion state, she will apply spectrophrasals. So this is why you need to pull for her. But signature weapon, I don't really think so you need to pull for it, because you get a free event weapon which you get from the fishing event. But for new players, this is not possible because that event weapon already concluded. So those of you did get the event weapon, it's quite good for you guys, so you can skip the weapon ban for Phoebe. But one thing to note is that Phoebe's signature weapon do give her a lot of amplification for spectrophasal damage. So if you are someone that really focuses on damage, then you need to go for her signature weapon if you want to, so you can get her from the upcoming banners. So next, another thing that I want to talk about is that she has quite a good ability, which is you can fly in the overworld. It's not like other characters, but she is one of the characters. If you if you press your heavy and you jump, it will fly twice, and then with the addition of the grapple hook, you can do it 4 times, so you can move around 4 times in total. So which is one of the greatest ability that have been added to the game for exploration, which is I think one of the great thing about her too. So this makes her significantly easier to play when farm for echoes compared to other characters. But I know a lot of people don't like her playstyle, but this is what my suggestion if you want to go for Zani. Next, if you are looking for a character that does a lot of quick burst damage, then Xiang Liao is the one for you guys. The reason is because his damage is quite easy to get, because you just have to spam your resonance skills and your echoes, and then when you spam 3 times already, you just use your resonance liberation and he will does a lot of burst damage. He is a very easy resonator to play, so I strongly suggest those of the new players who wants to get him, go for his signature weapons too, because it does give a significant boost to his weapon, his damage. So this is my suggestion for new players. And of course, if the older players that have missed the signature weapon, I think this is the best time to get the signature weapon for Xiang Liao, because I personally use his signature weapon and I feel that it might be a great boost for your damage. In Somnior, he can do about 3.5 million damage. It's just crazy. He's one of the OG character and he can work in both TOA and Whimpering Waves. So this is one of the character that we all get for free, but that was in 1.2 and Kuro don't want to give him again as a free character, which is quite sad to be honest. But yeah, just pull for him if you like his playstyle, and he can do both TOA and Whimpering Wave easily. Next is the character that everyone must have in my opinion, whether you like a playstyle or no, because she is the first and the topmost DPS in this game. Of course, before Carlotta was released, but now since Carlotta has been released, she is the first one. But even now, since she is a nuke, she is the super most strongest nuke in this game. And if you are well, you can easily see she can hit about 800 to 1 million easily. But for free to play players, 300 to 500k is possible with her nuke. So if your main focus is TOA or a single target bosses, like for example holograms and maybe challenges, she is the one to go. Unless if they have a spectral damage resistance, then you can't use her. But other than that, most of the time she will nuke anything that is a single target. Of course, she can do multiple waves too. She will work in Whimpering Waves, but she do struggles to get a lot of points because she need to build her forte, then only she can do the crazy damage. So in Whimpering Wave, I will say she's not that great compared to single target TOA bosses. In TOA, she's the one to go for. So if your plan is go for single target bosses, then pull for her, and a signature weapon is a must in my opinion. So her damages is the most craziest one in this game. So you won't be like feeling that you felt bad for pulling a certain character. She is the one that you can't feel bad for if you ever pull her, and she will help your account to progress a lot. So this is my suggestion. And finally, if you are targeting Whimpering Waves multi-wave clearer, and he is one of the character that is from 1.0 still efficient until now, and he can destroy multiple waves easily, and one of the best AoE character in this game apart from Camellia. This is because Jian is like one of the best DPSs in the game ever released for AoE contents. Of course, he do works against single bosses, but if you compare to Jinzi, he is much more of a AoE clearer, so he can clear multiple waves. Next, I want to talk about is that you will maybe get a better damage from him in future because he haven't got his best in slot yet. He only have Mortefi as of now, which is a 4-star best in slot for him, which boosts his heavy and resonance liberation. But the moment a character or resonator in future has been released to boost his heavy attack and resonance liberation damage, boom, he will skyrocket very high, and he haven't reached his maximum potential yet. So that's why I say please try to get Jian, and he has a very high chance to get buff in future with his best in slot. Same goes for Jinxi. Before this, I forgot to mention, Jinxi also don't have a best in slot yet. Of course, Daisy works, but she's not the best in slot for her. But for now, yes. But in future, if we get a best in slot for Jinxi, both of these characters will skyrocket in their value. So that's why I strongly suggest go for these two characters. And with this, I end this video. Bye.